Hurry up, the show's about to start.
Quick, test.
Where's, I can't actually pronounce his name. The love doctor guy, the weird one.
Has anyone seen the second soul of the triptych?
Somebody tell the cosmic barista her shift's about to start.
The gnome Avenger has broken through another wall.
And I know we're scared of her, but we have to get the crone. Rolling in 3, 2...
You summoned me.
We're getting going. Welcome to Paperback Radio. In all dimensions we shout hurrah. Please, whether you have 5 arms or 12, enjoy today's episode.
I have a mocha Milky Way with a side of the equator here. Somebody ordered this.
Greetings and salutations, true believers. The Gnome Avenger is here to introduce yet another tale so stupendous, so magnanimous, so petrifying, Medusa herself would give it a high five. We continue the story of Wind-Up as he tries to find other scandalous villains to steal the amazing skull of Crassus in the Heist, Part 5. Hoorah!
Part of the deal is we break him out of prison. Or at least make it look like we did. Kekrobos sits comfortably in my car 2/3 of a mile away. We liberated a 15-year bottle of scotch so he might enjoy this first night of freedom. Honestly, he can leave his tax-funded lifetime-appointed barred hotel room anytime he likes. An ingenious tunnel carved from behind his bed up 40 feet of sheer rock and onto the roof. From there, he often takes tea or simply watches the stars while reading Alexander Pope. Here, shunning idleness at once and praise, the radiant pile 9 rule sisters raise, the glittering emblem of each spotless dame, clear as her soul and shining as her frame, beauty which nature only can impart, in such a polish as disgraces art, but fate disposed them in this humble sort, in hidden deserts, what would charm a court. Lovely. Kekrobos treasures these solitary nights, and should those peaceful nocturnes be discovered, his joy would be greatly diminished. Hence, his rescue must be included as part of his salary. Fine. So here we drill. Adjust, set, and click. Oh no, look! An explosion! Too many people, when trying to trick the masses, drown in details. We need not explain how Kekrobos escaped, rather simply offer vague clues and allow the mystery to be irrelevant to the problem. My ever-exact watch clicks. 10:30. And the main power generator of Gothic prison changes into fireworks. Doors fly open and the incarcerated population of advanced criminals surge forth. We did warn them, the guards. I should say 4 minutes and 23 seconds beforehand. Humanity is, after all, my 5th highest calling. Without further ado, I track back to my car. Kekrobos holds the bottle in his left foot while waving the glass in his right hand. Wind up as I live and breathe, simply smashing to find a gentleman of the old school still testing his capacities against this cruel world. Age and treachery, am I right, Wind up, please? Join me for a toast. Driving Kekrobos, I insist, hitting the accelerator. Police sirens already cross from somewhere in the distance to my rearview mirror. Gunfire rattles off, and a sign to my right explodes into shrapnel. New Baroque PD does not play. Quickly, I pull on the spring-powered rod to my right, one of 6 options. Looks like something out of a pinball machine. My passenger throws back the whiskey he still clutches in his foot. Classic Wind-Up, I mean that, truly classic. Pinball indeed. I release the grip and, in my mind's eye, see 20 silver balls launch from one of the half-dozen secret compartments. They roll behind my wind-up car, a gas escaping with a hiss, insta-miss. Now a new heavy London fog grows between us and our pursuers. Still, flashing lights of escaping lead punctuate the enveloping darkness. It feels so distant, except brick splinters apart as I turn the corner. Fine work, old chum. Now, let me have another fingerful. Oh, one more. Good. Now, to what do I owe the pleasure? No answer. At least not yet. Better to tell all of my new friends the details at once. But in amelioration, he's got an open bar at a private room in the lighthouse. Next visit involves a little gossip. Ha! Oh, I so do amuse myself. The Constellation, a resort and hotel reaching back to the Gilded Age. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised to discover these marble floors and magnificent columns graced Ilium. Once, about a decade back, I joined a small dozen who stole a diamond from this very lobby. It's over there now. I see it mocking me. Thankfully, I returned it here before the curse claimed my soul. Cheers to the survivors, all two of us. But grudges buy no bread, so they say. Now, it is not without risk for me, a wanted criminal who just masterminded a jailbreak, to meet another wicked criminal here in the public sphere. But on the other hand, the appetizers will be delicious. Jolt is with me, and we are ushered to the Obsidian Room, the hall which prides itself on her luxury, sophistication, and safety seems empty. Various collections of tables have been thrown together. A trio of opposing groups stare at one another. Armageddon dominates the room. She sits almost 18 feet tall, her crimson battle armor highlighting sinful temptation. 3 heads decorate silver platters in front of her, their remaining eyes hazed by death. It does not take long for me to understand the new criteria. My knees aren't what they once were, so crawling on the floor to kiss her ruby-armored boot hurts a tad. A toad-eyed, blade-fingered manservant cleans the footwear of spittle between each supplicant. Very hygienic. Ha! Can you believe that? What are they using? Something with lemon? Can't stand lemon. Except those cakes. What are they called? Lemon cakes. Those are good. Lots of sugar. We're brought to our table. As neither of us strike an imposing figure, it's along the edges. But the antipasta is as good as ever. I spot gossip sooner than she thinks. And, to my credit, am able to figure out the moment she stole the form of our waiter. It brings me comfort knowing gossip rarely kills. The server probably rests comfortably in the back room. Hey, hon, need anything else? What do you say? Can't say no, not to this pretty face. Oh, you. May we have some more water? Sure. You waiting on anyone, hon? Yes, in fact. Hate when people run late. Sign of being a
Two-Face, you know?
gasp. Are you gossip? In this form of the flesh? I'd offer to let you sit, but that would give the game away, I'm sure. That's right. So here's what we're going to do. You tell me what we're thinking about in 10 words or less. Make sure $sign is included, okay, love? Then, if I agree, I'll meet y'all at the lighthouse, all right? 10 words? All right, I can do this. I have designs for Grinning Skull's safes. Pay by percentage. Beneath the stolen face, I see a wave, like an insect crawling under the skin. But then the waiter's borrowed appearance nods in approval. And I know we have our friend. That's when the explosion hits. Armageddon manages to survive the first blast as the wall disintegrates, the fine chandeliers above bursting apart, sewing glass in the entrees. Zenthra Deathron says nothing, simply aims her Xenospear and adds Armageddon's head to the collection gathered on the plates.
Nice try, bitch!
The largest collection of henchmen blast forward. Claws, swords, lasers, and raw radiation clash against the alien cartel. Zendra does not hold her victory long as she's caught between the Talos brothers. Metal arms tear apart the insectoid queen. Oh boy, it's time to flip here, Jack! Jolt blasts one of the beetle gladiators as we rush into the kitchen. Gossip has vanished. No doubt one of the dozens of screaming civilians running into the chilled city air. The rumble of cars creates a kind of music. Heavy bass, not a lot of melody. But as the trio in front of us rev those engines, even I admit to some manly adrenaline. They do not share my admiration when they look upon my vehicle. Frankly, it's understandable. Mine was designed to resemble the toys I once used, a Model T wind-up figurine belonging to the early shades of a previous century. They have a sleek space racer, a bladed tank, and an old fiery Mustang. Oh no, oh no. The headlights narrow and the bumper twists, letting the metal squeal as the car shakes with fury. Jolt instinctively steps between us, but nervously. Legion, my pretty boy demon baby, what's the problem? A grating hiss vomits out along with steam. The classic muscle car rolls forward. I can see the tires still a little flat. Cha-chung, cha-chung. But now his voice reaches my ears, traveling slowly along my spine. Long time no see, Jolt. And you, the famous wind-up. Heard the two of you were looking for a wheel man. Can't do any better than me. So Synergy doesn't trust me to hold to our deal. Or maybe Legion smelled a plot all on his own. Demons are notoriously bargain-minded. Jolt grins, but I feel the electric heat emerging from his palms. Infernal Majesty, we'd love to bring you in, but frankly, we couldn't afford your services. We've already reached out to old Adi. Odometer. You didn't hear. Poor boy got himself into an accident. Did he now? I have my pistol in hand. Oh, for sure. Gruesome. Caught in the wrong villain's employ. I found him torn apart, his heart ripped out of his chest. Like someone ate it. At this point, the car facade melts away. Bubbling puddles of metal and fat pool at his side. Legion's tail wraps around my shoulder, his sharp teeth inches from my neck. He limps on his clawed feet, and I repress a feeling of vindictiveness. But no worries. You've got me, boss. Legion travels to drink and growl with the others at the lighthouse. Jolt goes forth to babysit, and I'm alone. Foxes are a dangerous breed. Not the adorable little canines, but the job. The term might actually have come from Lancelot. It seems that way, British class thinking. Back in the day, or so I'm told, people used to ride on horseback, chasing after the clever, helpless pups, chased by bloodthirsty hounds, everyone having a good old time. Occasionally, the whiskered convicts even escaped. But in our villainous world, a fox is a particular kind of criminal. These mentally deranged risk-seekers take cash and draw the attention of every do-gooder in the wider metropolitan area. Large-scale robberies? Check. Hostage crisis, of course. Occasionally, doomsday weapons. One particularly psychotic villain used to offer a kind of subscriber service. He'd take money from everyone, including law enforcement. And to those subscribers, he'd announce the days he planned to unleash chaos. Rest in peace, Grinning Skull. The man whose former fortress I planned to rob. A king whose sacrifices brought joy, whose absence unleashed streets of blood in his former domain. Cheers to a true legacy. The fox of my choice is not so crazed, though. For me, far more frightening. My clockwork car passes into the docks, abandoned years back. Time abuses memory. In my mind, the woman I visit is still 15. Bangs badly cut. She pops gum, trying so hard to look cool. Be tough. I stop respectfully several yards before the arching portal. A body, propped up against a storage unit, stares at me. Again, those rolled back eyes. I hate how familiar death is. But the head is attached, at least. He's only missing his right arm. Quiet little machine. A rusted voice whispers from my unoccupied passenger's seat. Almost got in unseen. Evening, dark matter. I keep my eyes on the road ahead. It won't save me if he attacks, but why tempt cruelty? Been an age, should have been longer. Turn this toy around, wind up. Go back to pumping gas. She doesn't want to see me? What gave you that idea? No, she'd love to show off, but it's my job to keep her smart. It's an easy favor, Dark Matter. We don't do those. I only need a fox. You can't afford us, old man. No, but all I want is to get an idea of your schedule. With everything going on, I figured, or at least imagine. Tell me what you imagined, wind up. Describe your dark fantasies. I'll be glad to say where you fell short. Air can feel like a blade when fear spikes your blood. The hole in reality opens ever so slowly to my left, my sweat floating away into cosmic nothingness. All right. Who am I to turn down, family? Park over there. She's expecting you. Who argues with entropy? I step out and leave the key. She'll not steal from me. I might die, but the car is safe. The open shipping container is decorated with flickering torches and gargoyles, the metal of the giant case twisted into these new forms. I recognize some of the faces, grotesques and mockeries of her old friends. My own appears once or twice. Her fortress born from 100 similar containers, all adjusted and mutilated to an approximation of a castle. At least I think that's what she has done. As my footsteps echo, vanish into the void, music replaces my rhythm. Violins first, then the rest of the orchestra. And I recognize the melody. Then we have a ballroom. Uneven floors and dancers shaking from side to side. No musicians play. Instead, the strings, percussion, and brass float playing without mouth or hands. A number of courtiers whisper in corners. All turn to me as I enter. From the throne, floating above all, a whiny, stretched voice shouts, "See? That man knows how to dress. Even after all these years, I can't help it. My instinct is still to hold out a hand, offer a comforting smile. It's those trembling pale fingers of hers. Thin strands of black hair do fall down her massive cranium. Neck braces keep it all in place, alleviating the weight off her spine. The dress, some kind of Regency gown in seafoam pink, threatens to fall off her emaciated frame. Still, she has that cocky half-smile and clutches a doll, brunette and grunge, the way she once was. Uncle Marv, still in pinstripes. That's okay. Yesterday is very tomorrow, isn't that right? Come here, let me introduce you. This is Blight. He's arrived to kiss the rings, or maybe just flirt. This is... I don't quite remember. Did you come to visit, Marv, or maybe stay? I can build you a room in a workshop. I'm very powerful, but still pretty. Tell me I'm pretty. Tell me I'm pretty. I'm pretty! No, sweetie, you're beautiful. I've already taken her hand in mine. It's so cold. She's shivering, no doubt. What have you been eating, Sandy? Shh! No one's supposed to know my real name. I go by Basilia, Queen of Atlantis. Everyone bows. See? They do. The one scream punctures the music. No doubt the goon was new, didn't know not to fight the electric grasp of her mind. Hopefully he still has a spine. That's not an answer. What are you eating, love? Vegetables? Really? Mm-hmm. All right. Are you staying? No. Why? Because, my sweet, I can't do this kind of work anymore. I've got one more job and I just need a little help. You can't stay, can't visit, can't call. It's like you don't even care about Sandy. Just want to leave her again. I thought we didn't use the name Sandy anymore. Shut up! Another scream. And I see this victim rise, though he only gets the one shout. The exploding body rains down on his friends. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm much better now. Ask anyone. Ask anyone. Please don't leave me again. I miss you. I miss you too, my queen. But remember, you did promise. And you came back. Doesn't that mean... Well, what do you want then? Tell me, since all that matters. What can I do for you, you pathetic old man? Maybe I'll be nice. It always hurts, always has, and no doubt always will. Sandy, I've been asked to do something very dangerous and I'm not who I once was. I need a fox, or at least plan for a day when all eyes will be elsewhere. Do you have something, anything going on over the next 2 weeks? I don't need any details, but I could do my thing on the same day. Who cares? Why don't I just stop my heart? That's what you all really want, isn't it? That's what everyone in this room really wants. Just let her die. No, please don't, my precious little doll. Look at me. Let's dance first, eh? I couldn't visit you without at least a little step. She's trying to hide her smile. Isn't that your old song, Spring-Heeled Step? You remembered. Yes, I had the instruments play it. I didn't actually think. You're always so good to me, Uncle Marv. Hands, just relax. We hold each other maybe 10 minutes, maybe longer. She clearly gets tired early now. Without a word, a butler is at my side. She presses her forehead against mine. I feel the pulsing, an indication of her pain. she whispers. 9 days, Uncle Marv. I had plans for 9 days from now. It's going to be real public. I kiss the snake-sized vein pounding under strained skin. Thank you, my queen. Come back soon. I like when you visit. It's not so... She floats away with the end of her sentence, and I'm escorted out by the unseen presence of black matter. He says nothing. Neither of us will ever forgive the other. I drive to the lighthouse, the secret club for villains and the risk attracted. 4 dangerous criminals wait for me. But before I go to the hidden conference room, I find the bathroom stall. The mirrors are dirty, but I can still see well enough to wipe away my tears.
Well, that's another world saved, doomed, and or slightly weirder than we found it. Either way, you made it.
And when you're ready to plunge back into the abyss, we'll be here, lurking, whispering.
If you liked today's episode, tell a friend. If you hated today's episode,
You can find us on Substack, YouTube, or wherever you scream into the void about podcasts. Drop us a comment. Send us your thoughts in all caps. We love that. You're charming.
and hey, if you want to help keep these stories weird and our tea hot, you can throw some coins our way on Substack. It keeps the lights on. Literally, Lane is right.